Hey everyone, welcome back with Bino Mac, where today we are once again continuing our playthrough of Family Guy the Videogame. And of course we're going to continue this playthrough with Stewie. We just, in his area, we just dropped from the, I believe, the stomach area? Or maybe it was the brain, I can't remember. Either way, we dropped down to here, the stomach it looks like, and we're en route to Peter's testicles, where apparently Bertram's base is at. Lots of references in this game, which makes sense since it's a show about references. And I've actually been watching a lot of Family Guy, just, you know, in preparation of these episodes and stuff like that. And I gotta say, it's a lot better than I remember, especially the earlier seasons. And I've kind of gone on about, you know, like seasons 1 through 3, the golden age, yada yada. But also, I do really enjoy the seasons after that, season 4, season 5, and they even had a little bit of some ongoing storylines. So that's like season 5, I believe, was when Brian first met Jillian. So there was the ongoing storyline with that, and it was just kind of like a normal thing for a while that was his girlfriend before, you know, eventually they would break things off. But it was really cool. I wish they would kind of do more things like that, in which like your characters kind of grow a little bit, and you know, maybe some girlfriends are had, or, you know, new characters are introduced again, or something like that.
Finally, a way out of this meat trap.
And not just as, like, jokes or anything either.
Need to destroy these cholesterol
That said, though, if I could be serious for 1 minute, I would like to ask you guys the question of the day. Question of the day today: who do you guys think is the absolute worst of the Family Guy characters here? If I had to choose personally, sorry, jeez, that'd be a tough one for me. But if I had to choose personally, it'd be probably around a tie. I'd either have to go with Lois or Brian. And you know, if you count the overall things about the characters, you know, there's really good parts about Brian, which makes it that much worse that he ended the way things ended the way he did. The things ended up being the way that they are with Brian, with just how much of a jerk he is, and you even get a little bit of that early on. Season 4 really was like a really good look into what the characters would develop as, but just on a much smaller scale. Boy, we're doing pretty terrible here. And you can kind of see like Brian's douchiness come out in season 4 and 5. You know, that's why he was dating Jillian in the first place. He just thought she was hot, so it showed his shell side. And then, of course, there's also, you know, Lois, and was kind of bland, I agree, at first. But that said, you know, she kind of got a little bit more of an edge to her, and I liked the edge that they gave her in the, you know, season 4 and 5 and stuff like that. The issue that comes from it, though, is that they kind of went too far in that direction. So, like, you know, her being a wild and crazy, you know, kid growing up, you know, teen and stuff like that, that makes absolute perfect sense, you know what I mean? Because, you know, she came from a rich family, you know, the Pewterschmidt, she wanted to rebel, had some, you know, angst against her dad and stuff like that, who, you know, rightfully so, he Carter Pewterschmidt is one of the biggest assholes in the show straight from the beginning. And but then like it kind of turned in from, you know, like her having a wild past, and you know, showing that wild bits of her, you know, in the show at various points, to she just is kind of like a cheating asshole that's, you know, has no excitement in her life, and the most excitement is her being, you know, is her and groceries and stuff like that. So it was just pretty lame in my opinion. When I feel like they were actually going in a pretty interesting direction with her after a while, you know, in season 4 and 5, and that's as far as I've gotten so far. So I'll update you guys on my critiques of said characters as you know, the episodes of this series go on, as obviously I'll be watching more episodes of Family Guy. But yeah, I mean, just what Lois would become, I think she's my least favorite because she's a cheater, she hates her marriage, you know, her whole thing is that she's like very needy. She wants the attention. She wants to be a good person, quote unquote, but she does terrible things, like, you know, wanting to be like, I think it was customer of the week or something is kind of what drove it over the edge for me. Where like she kidnaps, I think his name's like Kyle H or something like that, because she wasn't picked as customer of the week or something like that week. But yeah, she's very obnoxious, very annoying. Just not really. She's probably the epitome to me of like a character that has absolutely no upside to her, because there's, once again, like, she's the one where I think of when they have those phony. Her and Peter is who I think of when they have those phony, like, you know, really terrible, you know, piped in kind of like messages at the end of like the modern day episodes, or oh yeah, you know, I really did learn my lesson, it's terrible, yada yada, you know, and they try and make it all soft and warm and fuzzy when you know that they're gonna just hate each other afterwards, so there's gonna be some really lame punchline after the fact or something like that. And I feel like Lois and Peter are the ones that kind of epitomize that the most. Good lord, what is even going on here? Oh boy, so I got to come back and we're heading to the brain. And you gotta use this to get back faster. But what do you guys think? Who do you think is the worst character in the series? Could be a simple side character. I know a lot of people. Alright then. I know a lot of people really hate Herbert, and I think he's not on the show anymore due to the, you know, the seriousness of his, you know, comedic style, I guess, for lack of a better term. Did that Lois? Are these Loises all like T-posing? Are they really that bad? Jeez, this grenade is terrible. Yeah, they're all T-posing when they're like, they're supposed to be doing it off screen. Oh man, that wasn't even trying to hide it. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, this is obviously not a well-made game, and actually, oh, looks like we got more over here. Seems like they keep splitting off. I think it's one they. I think it's funny that they have like outfits for all these different Loises, and they even have the freaking BDSM one.
I know what you've been doing here, and I'm very upset with you.
Oh geez, they even have ones for pillow fighting. Lethal Weapon, that was the name of the one with her in the Karate Gi. Always remind me of Steve Blackman. Stewie's got to be, you know, it's one man's fantasy, and it's also got to be Stewie's fantasy killing all these Loises. Did we get them all? Alright, I think we're all set here. How do I get out of this place now? There we go. Is there any up top here? Oh yeah, we're gonna need this up. These things are just so damaging in this game. What? I'm still not done? Oh, what the hell? She was not there. Now, this lock-on kind of stinks too. Oh my god. I didn't even know they could hit each other. That's pretty crazy. Alright, we done here? Let's see if we can make it. At least I have lots of health pickups. There we go.
The fat man's
So I actually pretty much spoiled the end of this episode. I thought I was actually at this part, but yeah, we gotta make our way to the testicles, which is Bertram's lair. So now we gotta pick the fastest, I believe, and then go all the way to the end. Okay.
I think I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah, we gotta arouse them. Mrs. Lockhart.
If y'all get hungry, there's some cottage cheese in the fridge.
feel like she left an impression on a lot of people despite only being in one episode.
This is a shakedown.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the hell? There's no way he's Why is he faster than Cleveland?
That's nice mentality.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, yep, Mr. Saturday Night. Although, I think Peter was actually being reasonable when it came to her. Because she tried hitting on him, and he thought that, like, she just wanted a goose up her skirt, I guess.
Were you really
What the
having
hell?
carnal
What
relations
the
with
hell?
another gentleman?
No, 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 no. Alright, well, that's about it for this episode, fellas. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out next week's episode on License Thursday. But above all else, please remember to have a nice day.